cutout, sledgehammer of internal justice, naked in a birdcage. Sydney. Vector Victoria. Given the strength of Australian squad and England's fragile state, is there a hope for ODI success, or will it be a tour of whitewash?
There'll be some younger guys, some fresh guys who've coming out that are doing well in the Big Bash. So, it's completely different coach, different everything. So, everything should have a different edge to it.
Jacob Thompson.
Tomo.
What was said before the boys went out to bat in the fourth innings in Sydney? I think he means what was your plan.
So I think the guys wanted to be aggressive, and it didn't work, but that was the mindset to go and be as positive as possible.
Nullen Void says, what do you think of the former England players sinking the boots into the current touring side?
When you play badly, and we have played badly, and we've lost 5-0, you expect it. I mean, when you win the Ashes, get everything go your way for doing well. So when you play badly, you have to take that as well, and that's the reality of at this level. To lose 5-0 here isn't a pleasant thing. So you expect it, to take some criticism. There's going to be people that probably don't play for England again.
Sledges and Stats says, is Ian happy he dropped Watson at the whacker, thus allowing the funniest dismissal of all time?
Not too happy to drop any catches, to be honest, and I don't think Tim Bresnan would be too happy that I dropped that, but I had to be told to come in. He was out when I was walking off, so I didn't realise it had happened. So it's
no,
quite
because you just
funny.
turned your back, didn't you?
I'd had enough by then, I think.
He still got the club championship points though, Bresnan, didn't he?
What did you say to yourself? What roughly were the words you used?
Probably wouldn't be able to use too many of them right now. So
Christian Drury says, did England have a plan for Mitchell Johnson before Brisbane, and did it change after that test?
Oh, we certainly knew he was going to play a part. I mean, obviously it's difficult to know. Having played against him, you know he bowls a good pace. Generally, you get a lot more scoring options than you did this series.
You'd had 2 series against him where you pretty much dominated, other than maybe 1 or 2, spells.
I don't think you could ever go in not expecting him because he's bowled us out before, and I think it was at the Wacker in 2011. So we know what he's capable of. The great thing for him this series, he was more consistent, and he did it in 5 Test matches, not 1.
I think Trotty has a batting average of 65 against Mitchell Johnson. How many people will remember that now?
Martians Are Here says, after a time where things haven't gone to plan, how do you mentally refresh yourself? Actually, considering it's Martians Are Here, that's not a bad question. How do you mentally refresh yourself after 5-0?
For all of us, you've got to ask those questions. Do you want to get better? Do you want to improve? And I think that's where you've got to do. I think individually as well as a team. Hopefully everyone who's been on this tour is hungry enough to get better, and in 2015 we can put it right.
A good night out sometimes is really beneficial. I mean, it doesn't mean you get drunk every night, but it does mean there's a time and a place for doing that. Is there still a time and a place for doing that on a tour? I hope there is.
I think there is, not when you're losing. I don't think it's the right thing to be doing if you're...
Is it not the right thing to be doing, or is it not the right thing to be seen doing?
I think there's times when you have to you have to let your hair down. It's just natural. I mean, the intensity that you play Ashes cricket under, you need to be able to get away from the game. You can't be seen in public, doing the wrong things. So I think
because there was a ridiculous story in one of the papers, wasn't there?
In Adelaide.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
English players enjoy night. Ditya says, what according to you is the main reason behind England losing the urn? The batting or the bowling? You should just say the bowling.
Stab it right in the back. Yeah. The bowling and the catching.
Peter Miller, is Hashim Amla jealous of your cover drive?
I wouldn't have thought so, no.
There's another question where I'm going to put that. With Callis retiring, does Ian think he has the best cover drive in world cricket?
I've not thought of it like that, to be honest. I mean, you only get 4 for it, you don't get any more, so
but
it can't be better than anyone else's, can it?
Yes, it can. Bearded Tinson says, who was tougher, Warne or Ajmal?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's good. Warne was the master at getting the situation right. It might be the flattest wicket in the world, not doing anything, but he could create pressure out of nothing. Whereas Ajmal, to be honest, a lot of us struggled picking him, to be honest, which was.
You got more runs against Warne, didn't you?
Gradually, as the series went on, yeah, it was alright. Yeah.
Have you both got frostbite? Because I have. I think we should stop.
There's like 2 more questions. And by 2 I meant 3. Simon Dewhurst says, what's been your favourite food while touring Australia?
Little Creatures IPA. Does that count?
Barramundi's pretty good.
The beer's extraordinary.
It's always good here, isn't it? Australia, everything's good. To be honest, I mean, actually not as good as New Zealand, but it's always.
Oh my God! Now he's rubbished Australia.
Joshua Carl says, are there any Australian cricketers you would consider as friends?
To be honest, on the field, everyone sees and talks it up how aggressive it is, which is right. But off the field, I wouldn't say there's one bloke that I wouldn't have a beer with. So
presumably you had a beer after the.
We did, yeah. We had a few.
How was that?
That was good, yeah. As normal, like I said. Australia, came into ours after losing 3-0, and everything's fine. And it's important. When you lose, you have to go in and do exactly the same thing.
George Bailey, James Anderson, got on? No.
Everyone's good as gold.
They were literally just massaging each other.
How's your arm feel? All that sort of stuff.
Karen Gupta says, one TV show that you think sets the bar for writing.
I'm an Only Fools and Horses man, really, and a Friends man. Very simple for me. You can always watch them all day.
Quick question, might be difficult to answer, we can edit out. Andy Flower, Jack Bauer, have you ever seen them together?
No.